Last part of factoring that we're going to talk about is factoring trinomials. What I mean by trinomials, 3 terms. Trinomials means 3 terms. Factoring trinomials when a does not equal 1. So on our day 2 of factoring, remember we had, for example, we had equations that looked like this, right? We had equations that looked like that. How did we factor this? Remember what multiplies to 9 and adds up to 6, right? So let's walk through this one. 9, what are factors of 9? 1 and 9. 3 and 3. Anything else? Nope. So then you ask yourself, which factor pair adds up to 6? 1 and 9?
No.
Nope. 3 and 3?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. How would I write my answer here?
3.
X plus 3 parentheses x plus 3.
Yep. So that was when our a value here was 1. Hey, do we all remember that? Yeah. Today we're adding if that a value was not 1. Okay, we're going to jump right into an example. Okay. Example, we have 2x squared plus 5x plus 6. Sorry, changing the example. 2x squared plus x minus 6. There we go. Okay, so what do you notice about this problem compared to the first one?
No middle.
There's not a middle term here. What can we assume is our b value?
1.
1, yep. What do you notice about the a value, though?
It's 2.
It's not 1, right? It's 2. That's what's kind of changes this, okay? So it's a little bit different of a process. We're going to go through an example, and then I'll tell you some steps, okay? So we need to make a new c value. We're going to take 2 times negative 6, a times c. That gives us negative 12, okay? So negative 12 right now is our new c value, okay? Now everything right now is the same. We're going to find the factors of 12. What are they? 1 and 12. 2 and 6, 3 and 4. Yep. So now we look for what adds up to what?
1.
Adds up to 1, that b value. Yep. Does 12 and 1 get us 1? Nope. 2 and 6? No. 3 and 4?
Yeah.
Correct. Okay. Our 12 right here is negative. Okay. So how many of them have to be negative?
1.
One of them has to turn negative. So let's try the different options here. I have negative 3 plus 4. That gives us
1.
a positive 1. Is that what we wanted?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, now this is where it gets different because of the a value. Okay, we have to rewrite our equation. So pay attention how I rewrite this. I'm going to take my original a value, 2x squared. Now I'm going to take the 2 factors that I got, and they are going to replace my original b. So that turns into minus 3x plus 4x. And then I'm going to keep my original c value, minus 6. Let me explain that one more time. I kept my original a value. These 2 factors right here got substituted in for 1x. Okay, and then I kept my original c value. Okay? What I want you to understand real quick, and I will show you why after we go through it, okay? It does not matter the order that you put your factors in when you plug it into here. It does not matter, okay? I will explain why when we go through it. So, now some of us realized, how many terms do we have right now? 4, so we need to do grouping, okay? So I'm going to group the first 2. I'm going to group the last 2. So now everything from here on out is the same. It's just that middle step that was a little funky, okay? What is my greatest common factor of the first group?
1.
1 and x. Yep, so I'm going to take an x out. What do I have left on the inside? Did I do anything with the 2?
No.
Nope, 2 stays. How many x's do I have left there?
None.
Careful.
1.
1. Did I do anything with the 3?
No.
No. Okay, so I took an x out. I have 2x minus 3 left. Okay, what's the greatest common factor of the second group?
2.
2. So 4 divided by 2 is 2. What happens to the x? Stays. Negative 6 divided by 2? Negative 3. Double check, did we do it correctly? How do you know?
Because the parentheses are the same.
Parentheses are the same. So, how do we write our final answer?
2x minus 3 in parentheses, and then x plus 2 in parentheses.
2x minus 3 and x plus 2. Good. Okay, I'm going to consider that option 1. Okay, I'm going to show you that it doesn't matter what order you put your factors in. Okay, so option 2, if we rewrote it, remember I keep my original a value. I'm going to put 4x first this time, and then minus 3x, and then I keep my original c. So all I did right here, because I'm trying to show you, if I switch the order of these two, you'll still get the same answer. Okay? So I have 4 terms. What do? Group. What do I do with that negative in the middle? Put it in the parentheses. Yep. Okay, what's my greatest common factor of the first group?
2x.
2x. 2 divided by 2?
X.
I have x left. Good. 4 divided by 2? 2. What's my greatest common factor of the second one? 3. What do I need to take out with it? Negative 3. Yep, take out that negative. If I take out the negative, what do I have left? Negative 3. X plus.
Plus 2.
Yep. Again, use that first parentheses to help you if you're struggling with that second one, okay? Because they should match. Okay? How do I write my final answer?
X plus 2 parentheses, and then 2x minus 3.
What do you notice?
It's the same, just one.
It's the same thing, okay? So, when you find your factors here, does it matter the order you plug them back in? No. Okay, that's what I want you to understand. It does not matter which way you plug them in, okay? If I do something different than you and you do the opposite, it doesn't matter. We should still get the same answer in the end. Capiche? So, let's go ahead and put that into steps so we can follow it. Okay, what was the first thing that we did? How did we get that negative 12?
A and C.
Yep.
Then we multiply it.
Yep, multiply A and C for new C value. Okay, what was the second thing we did?
Then we did the C value.
Yep, we find the factors
For new C.
of the new C. What was 3?
Adds up to be
Right. Pick which factor pair adds up to be. What was next? Was the new part.
rewrite A.
Yep, we need to rewrite equation. I'm going to say with new B. Using the factors. Rewrite equation with new B using the factors. Okay, and then what was the last thing that we did? How did we factor? Grouping. Yep, factor by grouping. Let's do some multiple examples here. Let's do 3x squared plus 8x plus 4. Okay, using those steps that we wrote up above. Okay, one thing that you have to understand. Okay, do we have an a value? Yes. Okay, that's how you know you have to do this process. Okay, so what's the first step if we have an a value?
Multiply A and C for new value.
Yep, take 3 times 4, which is 12.
And then we're gonna factor.
Yep, find the factors of 12, which we had those up above already. 1 and 12, 2 and 6, 3 and 4. Awesome. What do we look for next?
Pick factor pairs add up to B.
Yep, pick one of those factor pairs to add up to B. What's our B value? 8. Yep, 1 and 12,
No.
2 and 6.
Yes.
Yes, so it's not 3 and 4. Do I need to change anything?
No.
Can they both stay positive?
Yeah.
Yes. When I plug this back in, what do I write first?
Rewrite equation A value.
Yep, keep the A value.
So 3x squared.
What do I do with those two factors?
Put them in for.
Yep. Does it matter the order I put them in? No. So I'm just going to put plus 2x plus 6x. Remember, when you plug them in, they have to have the x with them. Because remember, it is substituting in for 8x. So if I add those together, I should get 8x back. Okay? And then what do I write after that 6x? Plus 4. Yep. What do we do from here? Grouping, right? Group the first two, group the last two. What's the greatest common factor of the first group? 1 and x. Yep, we're going to take an x out. So, did I do anything with the 3? No, 3 stays. How many x's do I have left? 1. Did I do anything with the 2? Nope. What happens to that x?
It's gone.
It's gone. Yep. What's my greatest common factor of the second group?
2.
2. What do I have left on the inside? What should I have left on the inside?
3x plus 2
Yep. And do we?
is.
Yep. Last step. What do I have to do? Can I leave it like this?
No.
Nope. Write your answer. What's my answer?
3x plus 2 in parentheses, and then x plus 2 in parentheses.
Yep. Nice job. Another example. If I have 3x squared minus 7x minus 6. All right, on this one, what do I do first? I have an a value, so what does that mean I need to do?
You multiply it to your c value.
Yep, I'm going to take 3 times c. Take 3 times 6. Okay, I'm going to take 3 times... All right, 3 times negative 6 is?
Negative 12. Or 18.
Negative 18. What are factors of 18? 1 and 18. 2 and 9. 6 and 3. Yep. What do I look for next? Yep. Add up to negative 7. 1 and 18. 2 and 9. Yes. Okay. How many of them have to be negative? One of them. Okay. So if I have negative 2 plus 9 is, that one's a positive 7, right? So does that one work? Nope. So I gotta do 2 minus 9, which is negative 7. That's what we wanted. Okay. How do I rewrite?
You're gonna add an x and you're gonna put them in for the factor.
Yep. So I have 3x squared
Plus 2x.
plus 2x
Plus minus 9x.
minus 9x
Minus 6.
minus 6. Okay. So we have 4 terms, so we need to do what? Factor by grouping. Group the first 2. What do I have to do with this negative?
Put it inside.
Yep, put it inside. Group the last 2. Okay. On this first group, do 3 and 2 have anything in common other than 1? They have 1, right? How many x's am I going to take out? 1x. Yep. So I'm going to take out an x. Did I do anything with this 3?
No.
No. 3 stays in. How many x's do I have left? 1. Yep, I have 2. I take out 1. I'm left with 1. Did I do anything with the 2?
No.
Nope. What happens to that x, though? It's gone. Okay. What am I going to take out of the second group? I'm going to take a 3 out. What do I need to take out with it?
Negative.
The negative, right? Remember, we want to get rid of that negative out in front. Okay. So I take negative 9 divided by negative 3. Positive 3. What happens to the x?
Stays.
Stays. Negative 6 divided by negative 3.
Positive 2.
positive 2. Are we correct? Yes, because, yes. If we didn't match, can we move on? No. How do I write my final answer? X minus 3 and 3x plus 2. Remember, the order you write them in the end does not matter. Okay. Order in the end does not matter. If you put 3x plus 2 times x minus 3, that works too. Okay, order does not matter.